Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a third stimulus check update video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the $2,000 stimulus checks reoccurring that a lot of senators have written a letter to Joe Biden about, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about the second stimulus check is now arriving for some people, as well as hazard pay checks are arriving. Then we're going to discuss unemployment, rental assistance, and more, my darling. So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of stimulus, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below in your end, just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because it's Thursday, girl. We are one day closer to the weekend, and when I tell you we cannot get here soon enough, child, come on. Now, I know y'all are with me because y'all are my people. So let's go ahead and talk about these $2,000 reoccurring stimulus checks. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. All right. So as of right now, Congress debates President Joe Biden's request for the $1.9 trillion relief deal. Now, including that, there's a big controversy over the $1,400 checks. They want to make it where it's more targeted. We don't know at this point who's going to get a stimulus check. They want to include dependents. They want to include SSI. They want to include everyone, right, to get these stimulus checks. But now there are several senators, actually 50 senators, are calling for $2,000 monthly payments until the pandemic ends. Now, guys, this is nothing new. They stated this back in May. They talked about it, but you know, Kamala Harris back in May had signed for it to go as well. Now, according to a letter that was generated today, on there they said one more check is not enough during this public health and economic crisis. Many families cannot afford to wait 8 months between payments to truly build back better families that need stability and certainty through this ongoing relief. They cannot be at the mercy of the congressional gridlock. So on there, they even went back and said, hey, look here, as of right now, some of the plans that Joe Biden has, it already is calling for a monthly stimulus check. So you know that he wants to do where children, 16 and under, you get $3,600. And I think it's children 6 and under, you get $3,600, or 5 and under, 36, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. You either get $3,600 for 5 and under, and then from 6 through 16 you get $3,000, and that's where they want to give you that $250 or $300 per month. And so they're like, hey, you already have a reoccurring stimulus coming and you already have this proposal, so why we just can't add this $2,000 a month for each adult and each child? Now they said, hey, we understand as of right now that you still will have to go ahead and make it more targeted. Not everyone that qualified for the stimulus check would get the $2,000, but if you really want to help the people that are most in need, then that will be the way to continue to give them monthly payments until this is over. And they said, hey, the payment should be directed to those that are most in need and that will spend it the quickest, including all immigrant workers, refugees and their families, older dependents, and people over the age 16 who are claimed as dependents and who were excluded from the first 2 checks. They should be included for this as well. I like it. I don't know where we're getting all this money from, but you know what? It's not my business. They never asked me in the first place. They do what they want to do with the money, right? So as of right now, the latest relief plan is still in debate with Congress on if there's going to be a third stimulus, who qualifies, what's going on. But hey, I like it. And so according to, they said ongoing payments will provide the stability to families during the crisis, and the reoccurring direct payments should stay until the economy recovers. It will help ensure that people can meet their basic needs, provide racially solutions, and shorten the length of the recession. So what do you think down below? You know, I know some of you are saying, hey, look, I don't care about the $2,000 as long as I can get it, right? But we don't know. So as of right now, that's where we're at. Now, guys, don't forget, I did post a video last night regarding the food stamps as well. So if you haven't checked out that EBT, check it out. And this is a good time for you to go ahead and get my ebook and planner. While you at, go ahead and purchase it. I have 1 appointment left, guys. 1 appointment left for my one-on-one branding, but I have some other stuff that's coming up too. All right, so moving along. If you're still waiting on your second stimulus check, you might be some of the last people, because I've been getting emails all day from people and different direct messages on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. But they were saying that, hey, Shalae, I received my $600 stimulus check. So let me know if you're one of those people below. A lot of people have said they have received the checks by mail and they've been coming this week. So let me know if you're still waiting. Now, for those that are still waiting for the amounts, where if your amount was incorrect because of your dependents, then you might have to file that on taxes. But the IRS said, hey, don't forget, they're still open to tracing your check. So if you still want your check traced, you will need to go ahead and request a payment trace at the Get My Payment portal, but it must be at least 5 days since the direct deposit date, 4 weeks since the check was mailed to your standard address, 6 weeks till it was mailed to a forwarding address, and 9 weeks till it was mailed in a foreign address. And if that is you, then hey, go ahead and submit the request. They'll find out who had your money or who may have cashed your check. All right, so let's go ahead and go on. Missourians should return excess unemployment benefits. So according to your governor, he said, hey, a lot of people have received unemployment payments in error and they should most certainly be returned to them. So speaking to the media over Zoom during a Missouri Press Association conference, he said, hey, as of right now, if you fraudulently use the system, you should be held accountable for that. If you made a mistake and they happen to pay you too much, then just pay it back. He said that, hey, it's your obligation to return it because they are taking it away from somebody else. And they said they know it's easy to say, hey, it's government money, but the reality is that money could go somewhere else. So they said that an unknown amount of people have been asked to return their unemployment payments to the state that they should not have received. And if you have any issues, please contact them. But if you're getting a letter in the mail, then girl, you was on that naughty list. Okay, you was on Missouri Santa naughty list and they done caught up with you and they want their money back. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. In unemployment nationally, the jobless claims have failed. Well, they slightly fallen this week. All right. So this week is down to 847,000 Americans apply for unemployment aid. Now they said, hey, it is a little bit lower, but that lets you know that the market is still struggling right now. So I think last week it was 800 and something. The week prior it was like 964,000. It went up. I think it was like the first week of January. But they said the number is still nearly 4 times the pre-crisis level, but is well below the peak of about 7 million that was reached when we had the stay-at-home orders issued in March. So they said almost about 70 million Americans, or about 40% of the labor workforce, have filed for unemployment benefits during this pandemic. Oh my gosh. All righty. It's hard out here. You know, it's hard out here for a pimp, you know. All right, guys. Y'all haven't seen the movie? Watch the movie, Hustle and Flow. All right, so for some of my other people, just watch the movie. You're not going to be doing that this weekend. Just watch Hustle and Flow, okay? All right, so moving along, in Virginia, the home health aides are now starting to receive their hazard pay checks. All right, so the hazard pay checks have already started arriving this month, almost 3 months after the Governor Northam promised that the one-time payments to more than 43,000 home health workers for Medicaid recipients in their home instead of institutions. So the Virginia Department of Medical Assistance Services, which runs the state Medicaid program, has distributed $48 million in federal aid under the CARES Act. So now they're taking this money and providing to personal care attendants who care for the recipients, including family members, and the money covers about 90% of consumer-directed attendants eligible for hazard pay. So the checks, guys, is $1,500. Some of the people were saying that they forgot that they was even going to get the check. Check came in the mail. But hazard pay is taxable. So the $1,500, when the tax came out, it was about 35%. So they end up getting like $900. Hey, it was a check that you wasn't expecting. I mean, who am I, right? But the hazard pay is taxable income. And they said the services have partnered with agencies that employ the personal care attendant. Each agency is required to withhold income tax and is responsible for calculating the appropriate amount. So on there, if you are a home health attendant, a home health directed aide, and you didn't receive your hazard pay, you may want to reach out to your employer and say, hey, did y'all even apply for this? Like, what's going on? Can I get a check? Because we all looking for checks out here. All right. So in Michigan as well, Michigan is going to give their teachers hazard pay. You're going to get a check for $500 for working through the pandemic. So I salute you, my teachers. I'm glad Georgia is doing this. Michigan now is getting on to the bunch, you know. go ahead and call your other states because we need Captain Crunch and the whole bunch. Everybody wants hazard pay. But the Michigan Department of Treasury confirmed plans to send hazard pay to teachers and other school staff members who have worked during the pandemic. So they have dubbed this as Michigan Classroom Heroes Grant. So the state budget was reached in October, allowing K through 12 teachers to receive payments of $500. School workers will get $250. The paychecks will arrive by February 25th. Just in time for the third stimulus, just in time for your taxes. Get your Current card because Current allows you to get your taxes up to 5 days free for tax refunds. I talked about it in the EBT video. You might want to get it. I got it. I can get you the card, so I use it. But school employees need to have worked in person at least 75% of the 2019-2020 school year in order to be eligible for the grants. The school district sent in the applications by December 16th, and administrators and substitute teachers were not eligible for the grants. But thank you so much for your service. Now, I think they said also Ohio had did for the teachers as well. All right, so speaking of this right now, rental assistance is available. I'm not going to go through all the states because the money is everywhere. They released the money on January 26th, so just me doing a quick glance. In North Carolina, Alabama, San Diego, Memphis, Austin, Michigan, California, Missouri, Hawaii, those were just me doing a quick glance. Y'all states are offering, cities are offering rental assistance. But if you want to know if your city is on there, just dial 211 from your phone, love. Dial 211 or go to 211.org, 211.com, and there you go. So now over 1,000 Columbia University students are on tuition strike, and they are demanding reimbursement for the pandemic. So tuition for undergraduates costs about $59,000 a year, and it can go well up to $80,000 per year. So 1,000 students at Columbia University refused to pay their tuition this semester. They said, hey, you know what? Y'all need to lower y'all fees. Y'all need to cut it. All right, so students are demanding that the university, as of right now, go ahead and decrease their fees by at least 10% and increase the financial aid to help the offset of financial burdens that the pandemic has caused. They said, hey, look here, right now, regular people don't have money. We students, you know, we don't have any money. So as of right now, the strike is still ongoing, but they said it might commence pretty soon, and they're going to see what's going on and try to see what they can do. Help the kids out, y'all. Help them out. And while you're at it, college students can possibly qualify for food stamps as well, so you may want to check into that. Well, that's all I got, guys. That's what's in the news today. I hope you are having a great Thursday. I am so ready for the weekend. Can you tell? I just can't wait. So, as always, please like, comment, subscribe. Buy that last Build Your Brand on YouTube. Build Your Brand on YouTube ebook. Get the ebook, get the planner, start your whole channel. Let's do that. But if you want business one-on-one and you have questions, or even YouTube one-on-one, I got one slot available. Just one. So who's it going to be? You? I don't know. You better go ahead and get it. That's all I have. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.